All right, how y'all doing? This morning, it's Palm Sunday. I need to go to mass today to give me some palms at the what's it called at the church. Okay, it's Holy Week, and I know I've been acting unholy lately. I ain't trying to advocate satanic song by what's that man named Sam Smith and the transgender woman Kim Petras. Okay. Anyway, let's get to speaking of satanic mess. Sexual satanic mess, not sexual healing. Terrance Howard came on an interview on podcast claiming that Diddy tried to have sex with him, tried to violate him. And he said about man called, he never kissed a man, he never played gay roles and stuff. Okay. Which is good. I'm glad that he claimed his integrity. Cause I'm about to spill some tea. Now I'm not on Diddy's side, but I'm gonna spill some 2006 tea. Okay, when I was on MySpace, when I was going to El Paso Community College. Okay, by living at David El Carrasco Job Corps Center. Some Mia takeout mess, some real shit. Okay, all right, y'all listening? Okay. Now, Terrance Howard needs to address MiaTakeout.com. This is before Diddy's sexual, satanic, Baphomet sex parties was exposed, okay? Because this exposed when Cassie, Blaxican, part Asian, beautiful sister, Cassie got that lawsuit against him and then he went to jail, okay? We all know that Kim Porter tried to write a book. Like when he was trying to write a book about Clyde Davis, his masters, his sex slave master, butt breaking. I do believe, allegedly, okay, just to be safe. They end up dead, okay? And we see that Kris Jenner, dark-skinned boyfriend, probably had something to do with it, okay? Now, I said probably, because I don't know, but I don't trust them Kardashian, Jenner thoughts, witches, bitches. Okay, they all witches. Don't forget, Astroworld was on Kim Kardashian Mammy 66th birthday, November 5th. That was her 66th birthday. And back to 2021. The next day was November 6th. So you see the number 666. That's why in Houston, Texas, we had that satanic Baphomet. There was no guns. There was no bombs. There was a spirit of curses and to get everybody to die on Travis Scott Astroworld concert. Okay, and that was for his baby mama, her mammy's birthday. Kylie Jenner's mammy, aka mama, birthday. Okay, so Astroworld was a satanic, Baphomet satanic sacrifice when we had it here in Houston. Okay, I had my apartment what home was in. I don't forget. Okay, so that's why I have people say, "How in the world people die at the concert?" It was a satanic Baphomet sacrifice. I believe Travis Scott did that for his baby mama's mammy birthday, which is Jenner Kardashian, whatever her damn name is. That was her 66th birthday, which was November 5th. So we got 2 6s on the 5th, right? The next day was November 6th. 66 was the day, is the devil's number in Revelation 13, right? All right, let's get to the subject. Okay. So Terrance Howard saying that Diddy tried to have sex with him, tried to do the warehouse deal with him, and try to have sex with him. But Terrance Howard need to address something. Why did MiaTakeout.com back in 2006 say you was doing some zesty gay shit? Hold up. See, you forgot that African immigrant. I ain't trying to be xenophobic, but MiaTakeout.com is owned by African immigrant Margaret McCarter, okay? And he not black American. He not ADOS and FBA. He from Uganda, where it's very anti-gay. Okay, the owner of MiaTakeout, he's Ugandan, right? Okay, he owns MiaTakeout.com. So MiaTakeout.com has said back in 2006, when I was on MySpace, Well, I was a model with Laura Productions because I was trying to make myself get famous. Okay. All right. And I was in college in my fall season, fall semester of in Apostle Community College on Valverde campus. Don't forget, baby. Don't forget. 2006 was my year, baby. I was in my college program, not in the academic program, job corps, and I had more freedom to leave when I want to leave. And I go to college. As long as I was in college making good grades, I had 3.6, and I was a model. I was getting my hair did, get my hair braided. My hair was getting long. I was a model. It was Laura Production. I did a demo CD, excuse me, at BJ Palmer Studio, the one Latino guys that are singing in El Paso, Texas. I was talking to people in the industry in 2006. I was trying to get famous. That's always been my dream, is to be famous and sing after a model and then on my own talent agency. Okay, I was 26, 27, turned 27 that year. Okay, and I remember Beyonce, to the left, to the left. Don't forget that back in the day. Come on. To the left, to the left. Everything on in the box to the left. Don't forget that song, baby. Irreplaceable. Okay, that's my song. Okay. To the left, to the left. Come on. Come on, y'all. To the left, to the left. Everything on in the box to the left in my closet. That's my stuff. And if I bought it, please don't touch. And keep talking, that's mess, that's fine. Can you walk and talk at the same time, man? When she said, okay, I forget. That baby, my song. So I go to El Paso College, use a computer. I had to put me some Beyonce on. It was Lil' Kim. Put some Beyonce, be there on, baby. And ring the alarm, I'll get mad and put ring the alarm on. I be mad, somebody put ring the alarm on, okay? Ring the alarm. and MiaTakeHot.com has said the song was by who? Rihanna, okay? You know, I don't want to, that was my song. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to take away her life. And every time I walk at the door, I see her dying little. I see her dying little more inside. I don't want to hurt her anymore. I don't want to be a murderer. Remember that song? Okay. I say her, I'm a man, right? Okay. She said him, right? Because she's a female, right? Okay. I don't forget that song back in 2006. Well, what she talking about? What she talking about being? She had a white dude in the video, but what she talking about? Jay-Z? Oops. I ain't trying to be messy, but that was the same year. And then months later, at the beat that came out, Deja Vu, the second single that came out was Ring That Alarm. I be damn. I see another chicken on. You remember Beyonce say that? Remember Beyonce said that, and MiaTakeHot.com said that was who? Talking about Rihanna, 6 million gold, and she just barely turned 18. Rihanna had turned 18 in 2006. She's the same age as my cousin, on my first cousin on my daddy's side, 88. They both born 88. Okay, she just turned 18. Allegedly, we know that Jay-Z had some issues with Foxy Brown when she was underage. Okay, allegedly Jay-Z was messing with Rihanna while he was messing with Beyonce. That's what I said allegedly, just to be safe up in here. Okay. So the same MiaTakeHot.com exposed that, said that Terrance Howard was doing some gay shit. Now, don't get me wrong. MiaTakeHot.com owned by, and I'm not trying to be xenophobic, an immigrant from Africa. Not no FBA, not no black American. No, this dude is an immigrant from Africa, from Uganda, where it's very anti-gay. You know, y'all watched that when Obama had won the presidency? Remember back at that? 2010, 9. He got inaugurated in 2009. And remember, he was trying to get Uganda to stop the anti-gay bills where it was killing you or putting you in a sentence if you being gay is a crime in Uganda. And remember, there was a missionary hate on Vice Network. I remember I watched that, and the African preacher said, "Eat the Pastor Sapper, everything. Eat the poo-poo." Okay. I watched that documentary so many times. Eat the poo-poo, because he watched some gay porn Well, two gay men was eating poo-poo, and he said, "We want to bring this to Africa. Eat the poo-poo." He said, "Y'all remember that? I forget. I watched Missionaries of Hate. They eat the poo-poo." He said, "We do not want the sickness to come to Africa. They eat the poo-poo." Barack Obama wants to bring the sickness to Africa. They eat the poo-poo of our children. And the people in the congregation was cheering in the church. Well, that's where the owner of Mia Teka, who's an immigrant, a migrant from Uganda. He's from that country where it's very anti-gay, anti-about eat the poo-poo. Okay, remember Pastor I remember that documentary, y'all, and that had me laughing. And he said he watched a gay porn where two men was licking their anal like ice cream, and it was eating poo poo, and it went deep. And he said in the church. He said in the church. He said they put their hand deeper. We don't want to bring this sickness to Africa. No homosexuality in Africa. And Barack Obama wants to bring this to Africa to eat the people of our children. Okay, something that y'all know, that's the owner of MiaTakeout.com, who y'all think is a brother from here. No, he's an immigrant, migrant from Uganda, from Africa. He owns this messy website, and he did say, allegedly, Terrance Howard was doing some gay shit back in 2006. This was after It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. Okay, right. Remember 3 6 Mafia? They performed at the Grammys. It was a mission show, but it was funny though. It's hard out. In Roger Prince. It's hard out here for a pimp. When you trying to get his money for his that's okay. I forget. It came to Hustle Flow was 2005. Okay, but for the Grammys, it was 2006. Not Grammys, the Oscars. And what's the name? 3 6 Mafia performed that song with Roger P. Henson. I don't forget that back in 2006. It's hard out here for a pimp. Remember when she did it? Okay, I don't forget that time. So this is the same year. So then, remember he was in a movie called Get Rich Start Trying with 50 Cent. Now called to Jaguar Wright. She said that he do some zesty stuff too. Okay, this is Jaguar Wright said that 50 Cent do some gay shit too, and his arm around Soulja Boy back at XL or Source magazine, one of them magazines, hip hop magazines back in the day. Remember she said that? Okay. So, when they were saying that Terrance Howard was doing some gay shit, and I'm not saying this is true or not, but he need to address that even though it was 2006. Don't matter, cause but I'm telling you something. Those who watch the media like I did, I was in Job Corps. I was constantly on the computer. I was on the internet back in 2006 at the Apostle College. Okay, cause I was in college. Cause I love internet shit. MiaTakeout.com had said that he was doing some gay shit, and they put that clip of him explaining when he was with 50 Cent and it was supposed to be locked up and it was naked men all over. Y'all remember in the movie Hustle and Flow? Okay, so they put that clip and he need to address that with that African immigrant. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be xenophobic, but this we're talking about some immigrants of color. I said some, not all, trying to hurt black American descendant people business. And we have a history of that with Marcus Garvey from Jamaica and LULAC, the Latino group who one time said they was white, trying to go after immigration. Okay, this back in the day, back in 200 years ago, the white supremacists do use immigrants of color to try to stop African descendant people from, this is known fact. Even job market, they will tell immigrants of color who from Jamaica, from the Caribbean, from Africa, from Hispanic countries, Mexico, wherever, from China, Asia, wherever, that we're lazy people, and they not lazy, and make them work in low paying positions. Am I correct? Okay. Well, that's why. So he could be paid by white supremacists, and I'm not being anti-Jewish, okay? Because I said Gentile and Jew, because people keep looking at the religion. No. There are white supremacists both who are Gentiles and Jews. You know what I'm saying? Not all white people are racist, but those who are could be paying this immigrant from Uganda, okay, to make propaganda against black American people. Because none of us are black, as I said, descent. Because I'm not with one job, but we're mixed race black people, okay? To try to make sure we don't get, but they put one time that Beyonce was born in 1974. I love me some Jagger White. I'm from Houston, baby girl. I know she's 2 years older than I am. Miss Jagger White. That's not true. Beyonce was born in 1981. Okay? I know people who know her. I bet her parents. She was born in 1981. She was not born in 74. Now, I do believe, this is my speculation, maybe that dad put her at 74 when they was performing at different clubs. Because I believe this child was performing at clubs that had to be grown to perform. It was underage, so they couldn't go perform at the clubs. So they had to put some fake age. That's how I believe that's how that documentation came in about her being born in 1974. She's not 5 years older than me, baby. Beyonce born 1981. She went to prom. As her brother went to prom with her, showed in. Even though she didn't graduate high school, but he was her prom date. Okay. And so we know, I know people who know Beyonce personally. I met her parents. You know what I'm saying? In the past. So she is she older than me. She's younger than me. She's not born 74. She's not my sister's age. My sister is born 74. So that's how I know. And I'm from Houston. That's not true. But if it is documentation, look at the manager, the former manager, because I don't trust Matthew Knowles. That could be him doing that when they was younger, and they had to go to different places where they had to be wrong to go to. You know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to make this child make big money so he can get some money. I do this. This is my speculation. Okay, it could be not true because I wasn't there, but I'll have to, make a hypothesis, an educational guess, and say I believe that the dad must have put some false documentation so she can go perform places where she could not perform. You know what I'm saying? Because of age. Okay, that's what I believe. No, she born 1981. Okay, all right. That being said, Mia Takeout was the first one before Jack White to say that, and he was about to sue. I don't forget he was on Channel 11 News. I was in El Paso, but I saw him in it. He was about to sue Mia Takeout for saying that, okay? Because they found some documentation her born in 1974. No, she born in 1981. I know people who know. I know her cousin. I work for her cousin on her daddy's side. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm from Houston. Us historians know that woman was not born on 1974. She born in 1981. Okay. She born in 1981. But Mia Takeout, that African immigrant that on that site, said it back in 2006. He also revealed that Marvin Sapp, and Marvin Sapp had came out the closet, the preacher. Marvin Sapp, was it Marvin Sapp? No, it's not Marvin Sapp. It was, not Marvin Sapp. What's the other one? Donnie McClurkin, the preacher, came out as being gay, bisexual. And he was saying this was a lie, the devil. Now he came out and admit that he's bisexual. He had past homosexual experiences. So that's partially what I'm saying. That's some truth and lies on that MiaTakeout.com site, okay? So, but instead of addressing Diddy case, because it's a hot topic, you need to address MiaTakeout.com. Because they the one that expose lies or truth. Because I don't know who tell the truth. 2000, I'm just reporting the news. Don't come to me no smoke, okay? 2006, that you, Terrance Howard, were doing some gay shit, allegedly. I don't forget that, because I was trying to become famous. I was watching MediaTake.com. I was on MySpace, meeting up with friends. She actually mixed. She not full-blown white. Lucy Diamonds. Everybody thinks she had Spanish. Well, she might have Spanish roots because her grandma was Filipino. But she had dark hair, dark eyes, and she was trying to rap. Her and Leigh Severing, remember Jay-Z, the white Canadian singer, they was beefing. Show was back in 2006. I don't forget. Lucy Diamonds used to live here in Houston. She probably is still live. She's from Kentucky, I think. And she came all the way here I talked to her on the phone, on my cousin's phone back in 2007. Lucy Diamonds, she was on YouTube and MySpace. I used to follow her. She was trying to connect with Jay-Z, and she had messed up her hair. And this when the girl kissing girl mess would come on, lesbian stuff going on. Now she said she not lesbian, but she had cut her hair bald, right? She cut her hair bald, okay, okay, and because she was trying to bleach her hair and her hair got messed up, so she had to get bald like Maya and Shanae shop. Remember Maya? Vegeta forgot to put the neutralizer in her hair. Okay, even though she not a sister, she part white, part Filipino. She look. Everybody thinks she's Mexican, but she's some other Hispanic group. But she's her grandmother. That's why she looks so different. She don't look like a typical white girl. She's mixed. Well, anyway, she's supposed to be the so-called white rapper to go against Lay Seven. I forget that back in 2006, and so when Jay-Z was talking to her producer, he saw her picture, her being bald headed, and he assumed that she was gay. And so they made a joke. Well, Jay-Z don't mind lesbian women because his mother, this before he wrote that book about his mom being lesbian, his Jamaican mom. Remember, his mom is Jamaican American, his dad Creole. A lot of folks not know that. Jay-Z daddy is not from New York. He from Beaumont, Texas, and Louisiana. He Creole. Okay, and Bun B, go to Ask Geology, that brown skin Creole brother, he explained it. Bun B from B2K, I said B2K, UGK, okay, and Lil Flip, they Creole, and Jay-Z is their cousin on his dad. So anyway, so his Jamaican American mama, she lesbian, okay. Before he came out and admit that, it was Lucy Daniels back in 2006 on MySpace and YouTube that exposed that. Don't forget that. And she had a song called Why Don't Fall in Love. Well, I forgot the song. It's a good, it's a good song. She posted, and I actually promote because she can rap. Lucy Daniels can rap. That woman can rap. So she was beefing with Lady Southern. Then she got into a rant, and she said, and around her rant and her song, she was freestyling. She had finger fuck Oprah. So then people was passing rumors that she said that Oprah lesbian. She said, no, I was rapping. She said, Oprah called me. She just like Mike Jones, she put her phone number. That's how I called her back in 2007. She became a born again Christian. Now, let me say this. I'm not a Protestant. I used to be Protestant. I'm a Catholic. I'm not the perfect Catholic Christian. I do curse and everything. As that part of faith. You're not supposed to talk like that. But I didn't want to get in that type of argument about religion when I talked to her on my cousin's phone back in 2007 because I didn't have a cell phone then. So, anyway, shout out to Lucy. So she changed her life around, but she was told she slept in her car, while she was trying to become famous. And I want to do a song. I want to do a song with her, sing with her because I said when I come back to Houston, Texas from El Paso, I'm gonna link up with Lucy Daniels. And she's a Leo just like I am. She's a Leo just like I am. Yeah, and she can rap. She can sing. She can rap. She talented. Like I said, I love about MySpace. We had talented people who underground on MySpace who are not owned by the industry, who not Illuminati type, who not a plant. Okay, you had real talent on MySpace. You didn't need to go to the record label to get signed and be a 360 deal, and then they take your money, like we'll have a TLC. You know what I'm saying? Or you be sacrificed. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's why I hate that MySpace went away because of stupid Facebook. That's just because Mark Zuckerberg stole Facebook from them two twins. Okay, and there's also allegations on him because I saw recent. I was on Twitter. Some white woman came out. She from Hawaii. She moved to Hawaii, and she said she was warned to not walk around by herself because sex traffickers was gonna get her. Because allegedly Mark Zuckerberg have an island, just like Jeff Epstein in Hawaii, where they're doing that. That's what she said. Alleged. I said alleged because I'm trying to be safe here. Okay, that's the word. That's the word on the street side. They say sidewalk say. So I'm not sure this is all true. But going back to Lucy Diamond was the first one to admit that Jay-Z mom was gay. And then Jay-Z wrote a book later on and admit that. That's why I believe. So, yeah, one thing I missed the media back in the internet back in the day. Because you just said there's some false stuff, but some true stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's funny stuff that's revealed now. If you go back in years, people revealing that we thought it was lying. Like Darius, Hollywood Street King. Yeah, he revealed a lot of stuff about Diddy, about the rappers, about the murder of Whitney Houston. We know who did that. Besides Ray J, Rutherford XL, I said on my podcast, I did say your name back to 2020. Yes, I did. You also said Michael Jackson case and Prince case. We all Prince fans know that you stole that money, Rutherford XL, and you not supposed to be documented here. He black and Dutch. He not a citizen of this country. So Trump might what's it called, deport you behind. Okay, he from South America where they speak Dutch. They don't speak Spanish. They speak Dutch, and he also from the Netherlands. See, black and Dutch mix, and he been deported many times. It's them wealthy people, and I'm gonna look at Clive Davis and them wealthy people like Tom Told and them probably bring him back in this country to do dirt and steal and kill and destroy like the devil and sell dope too. When Jaguar Rice said the drug dealer, she talking about him. The Ray J opened the door in a hotel for Whitney Houston. The drug dealer is him. I'm telling you. Hollywood Street King was the first one to talk about that. And another YouTuber showed that both Rutherford XL and Ray J was walking out the hotel. Then on Daily Mail, he admitted he cleaned Whitney Houston's hotel before the cops. Now, why would you clean, if she died of drugs and it was her own fault, why would you clean the hotel before the cops come in? You trying to cover the evidence. Everybody scared of mention. I ain't scared of mention that old crazy nigga ass thing. I did not say nigga. I did say part. I'm mixed up too. Part black Dutch nigga. I did say that. Okay, who illegal? Who not supposed to be in this country? He from a black. He from Dutch speaking. What's that Dutch speaking about by Guyana and French? He from there, and he has citizenship in the Netherlands where they smoke weed and prostitute. Cause he mix of black and Dutch. His ass should not be here. Trump, you say you supposed to be president. His ass should not be. He black and Dutch from the Dutch speaking country in South America, and there they smoke weed and they do prostitution is legal down there. And he the one that he the one allegedly killed Whitney Houston. He's the drug dealer that Jaguar Wright is talking about. Because she said that Ray J opened that door, and that's when they killed him in that bathtub. Then your bitch ass gonna say on what's it called, Instagram, Heartbreak Hotel the day the anniversary of her death. I'm not lying. He had a picture of her on his MySpace, on Instagram, and said Heartbreak Hotel. And people who Whitney Houston fans came there. It wasn't me. I ain't want to get involved, but I'm going to say it. Said you a murderer. How dare you make fun of the woman's death? Yeah, that's who killed rapper XL. Hollywood Street King was exposed his dirt by being back in the day. Go look back 2012, 2010, 11. Hollywood Street King was the one exposed Diddy. See, people don't remember these old videos back in 2000 during Obama and Bush era, and even Clinton era. Because we had internet back then. But exposed a lot of stuff they've been saying for years, and people thought it was rumors and lies. No, baby, it's not, baby. It's some truth to them rumors. I'm telling you. Just like the Illuminati videos. I used to believe the Illuminati videos were false. Especially talking about girl Beyonce. But after they put their voodoo on my porch, after R. Kelly Goon came, when I talked, that's why I ended up homeless. After R. Kelly Goon came to community homes on Leah's 40th birthday and put semen on my porch, and I ended up evicted the first time on January 50th birthday. I forget this, 2019. That's where I started believing this Illuminati bullshit. So at first, if you told me about Illuminati, I said, dude, y'all, man, if they Illuminati are dead and gone. They not here. No, it still exists, y'all. Them satanic, evil people that own the industry. Them evil, dumbass people. Baphomet people. Serve the devil, the contender, and by little say. Them folks, they do exist. Yeah, they sure do. Okay? So, I thought they were dead, gone, and I know it was Satanists, but I know it was a big, huge, elite people who get people, children's blood and stuff. Like this, I'm not lying. This is some sick, evil bullshit. But I did not know that. Did not know that, y'all. Whew. And not the. I don't want to mention the stalker. Okay, that I didn't with, but I ended up evicted on his birthday, and we know that he connected with Chris Stokes. This why I'm gonna leave it alone, but I'm gonna use it as an example. That's why I started believing that Illuminati shit was real. See, back before all this, you told about Beyonce being, I said, leave me the fuck alone. I love me some Queen Bee. You better leave me. I love me some Queen Bee. Leave me alone by Beyonce. I love me some Beyonce. But when they put that voodoo on my portrait in the victim, then I get evicted the second time on somebody's certain birthday who was talking. Okay, now I'm just using an example. That's when I started recognizing, oh, I'm being gang stalked, I've been harassed. I know on YouTube they were looking at my videos. I know why I got my video taken down besides a racist mixed dude from Ohio. It was an agenda to come after me, to shut me up for telling too much truth. Okay? When you tell too much truth, the devil is the father of lies. And you tell too much truth, the devil will try to shut you up. Okay? That's the truth. That's the truth. But going back to this truth, Terrance Howard need to address MediaTakeout.com about gay allegations. Because in 2006, when I was listening to Beyonce, to the left, okay? When I was a model with Law Productions, down in El Paso, Texas, when I was at El Paso Community College, in the college program, David Crosser, job was trying to get famous at 27 years old before I could go back to Houston, Texas. And yeah, I remember I was on that computer, but y'all, I was in that computer room, and I would leave to closing time. Because you're a student, you can stay on. If you're a student at Powell Community College, you can stay on that computer for a long period of time. It was bad sometimes because you had to do, like, you didn't have access to your computer, right? You had studies, but somebody, they failed the whole computer. You got to go to another computer room upstairs. I don't forget that bullshit. Oh, it made me, man, I had to write a paper up. People taking forever on the computer. Then they had no time limit. But they catch you watch that porn. I mean, one time I was in the other computer room. It was Latino dude. He watching porn. So it was watching porn, baby. And one of the people, the techs that work in the computer room, I think it was a Spanish lady. She came in and told his ass, "You better watch. You gotta go. You watch that porn. You ain't know your, you know." Cause you can watch videos like YouTube and stuff, but he watched that porn, baby. He watched that porn. The XX stuff. And that Latin lady told his ass, his kudo, to get out that room. Get out there, because y'all didn't have to get there in 2006. If I was I forget that he watching porn. I'm like, damn, you can watch porn at home? At home? See, that's, nah, I'm not, baby. I'm not suggesting people watch porn. Do it at home, y'all. Don't do it at work, please. If you're on your phone, get out the workplace. Go in your car. Okay? Go in a hotel. Okay, don't do it at work. Don't do it at school. I don't understand it. Go in. That's right. Go in your. Go. That's right. Go in your car. Go in your secret room, your house, your apartment, and just jack off. Do not bring that shit to the doggone workplace or school place. I don't get that shit. Y'all that addicted to porn that you literally jeopardize your education and your work over some pussy, or you like dick and pussy. Or you female, you like that. I don't know. I mean, that's just, I don't get that. Go at home and be in the closed doors and watch porn. Okay? And do your thing. Don't watch it. Remember, we didn't have no screen, the screen that blocks. We didn't have that no, everything was out of open. So stuff you don't want to share. Why you watching it where everybody can see your shit? You know what I'm saying? Because the computers were open. There was no that cover screen. You know what I'm talking about, right? I've got it right, because right now it's more in time. But damn, we didn't have that. And that dude, he watching porn. Watching pornography. And that Hispanic lady told him, he was Hispanic too, told his ass to leave because he was watching that porn. I said, dude, over some tits and ass and some pussy, you gonna jeopardize your education. You could have went at home. You could have went at home in your room and watched that shit. Don't do it in front of everybody. Everybody know what you're watching. Because there's no screen divider. There's no blocking thing on screen. Thank you. Go do that. Watch some porn. Some porn. Man, please. If you want to jeopardize your education, Your education over some pussy. Some tits and ass and pussy. Y'all some nasty ass people. You don't jeopardize your education. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a degree watching that porn. Shoes. At least get a degree, you can get some tits and ass, right? You get high paying money at a degree, you go buy, I ain't defending prostitution, but you go to strip club, you can find your woman who give it to you. You can find all type of thoughts. Thoughts like me with money, right? So then you have your degree, you have money, and you can get all the whole thoughts you want to. But why would you sit here and jeopardize your education watching this shit? I don't forget that I had to laugh. I said, dude, he's stupid, bitch. But that way, like, that's dumb. You stupid. You know that we'll have no screen of ours. I'm talking about the covered type of screen. And it's out in the open. And you have people walking around watching your shit. They work there to make sure you're doing some schoolwork or you're not in some inappropriate stuff. You can watch MySpace. You can go, you know what I'm saying? You can go on YouTube and, social. We had Facebook. Then besides MySpace, we had what? Black Planet, we had Asia Avenue and Mahente. You can go on there, but you watching that smut dance, and you gonna jeopardize your education watching smut. Lord, shoes. They had cell phone, but they had no video phone then, right? They had just regular cell phone back then. That you had money. Could when in your phone and when the bath though, not school bathroom. Could when your car away from everybody like in the desert, because your pastor have desert where nobody can see what you doing, and then what you gotta do, and then clean yourself up, sanitize the car, because you don't want nobody sharing your nasty and got back to school and do your schoolwork on the computer. Common what? Common damn sense. People don't have to. You worry about some panocha and some tetas that you cannot get. Cause these thoughts don't want no man that got no money. You gotta have money. And at least have a degree, you can get money, you can get some thoughts, some putas, okay, some hoes. I'm just saying, but he dumb, he's stupid, and stupido. He's stupid. Anyway, that was 2006 back in there. I forget. Anyway, oh dang, next year will be 20 years there, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, let me go ahead and upload this video so I can laugh and finish while I'm laughing, because I do on YouTube, try to make everybody laugh. That's what I was born to do, is to be an entertainer. Since I am at the lowest, I gotta use my talent to get me where I gotta go to get out of my situation, right? Okay.